Hey, good afternoon, East Texas. I'm Brandon Davidson, and this is the TylerPaper.com Midday News Update. A plea agreement has been reached for the Kimberlys for child endangerment. David and Sabrina Kimberly pleaded guilty this morning in the 241st District Court to 4 counts of child endangerment. Those are all state felonies. The plea agreement states they will serve 2 years in state jail facility on each case to run concurrently. The Kimberlys also pleaded guilty to a charge of child endangerment involving their young deceased son, Jake Kimberly. This is a separate charge from the other 4 child endangerment charges. Jake was found deceased in a septic tank on the Kimberly family property. They were both sentenced to 2 years, which will be served in a state jail facility after each serves the 2-year sentences on the other 4 child endangerment charges. The plea involving young Jake does not affect any other future capital murder charges that could be filed against them. The ousted chief of the Internal Revenue Service, Stephen Miller, is telling Congress that his agency made errors in targeting conservative groups seeking tax-exempt statuses, but he says the mistakes were not the result of partisan views. Here's more from the Associated Press.
Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. First and foremost, as Acting Commissioner, I want to apologize on behalf of the Internal Revenue Service for the mistakes that we made and the poor service we provided. The affected organizations and the American public deserve better. Partisanship, or even the perception of partisanship, has no place at the IRS. It cannot even appear to be a consideration in determining the tax exemption of an organization. I do not believe that partisanship motivated the people who engaged in the practices described in the Treasury Inspector General's report. I've reviewed the Treasury Inspector General's report, and I believe its conclusions are consistent with that. I think that what happened here was that foolish mistakes were made by people trying to be more efficient in their workload selection. The listing described in the report, while intolerable, was a mistake and not an act of partisanship. The agency is moving forward. It has learned its lesson. We've previously worked to correct issues in the processing of the cases described in the report, and we've implemented changes to make sure that this type of thing never happens again.
Our Focus In on .me photo gallery of the day was taken by our Sarah Miller of the Texas Rose Horse Park Show Jumping Classic. All the photos are available for purchase. Visit focusin on.me by clicking the link in the upper right-hand side of the TylerPaper.com homepage. Parents have embarrassed their kids since time began, and here's a video that's getting tons of views on YouTube. The father and son movie star duo of Will and Jaden Smith told Ellen about their relationship and the things Will does to embarrass his son. Check this out.
And I understand that you purposely try to embarrass Jaden as much as possible when you're there.
I wouldn't see. Does it fit? I mean, maybe.
Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek.
Yeah. You know, I love him, Ellen. I love him. I do. No, you know, it's I think you know, when you have kids and you love them and you're proud of them, you just want to kiss them in the mouth sometimes.
A lot. It happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
It happens quite a bit, yeah.
You should be grateful that you have a dad like that loves you like that.
I'm really happy that I have such a loving father, you know what I mean? But there's a time and place for everything to happen. You know what I'm saying?
You'd rather...
that was just at the press conference. That was, that seemed like the perfect time for me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the world could know I love my boy.
Exactly. I saw you with your skateboard in the hallway. Were you skateboarding here?
No, I didn't want to do that because I was afraid you might say something about it. But if it was anybody else, I would have, yes.
You could have skateboarded here, but I hear you do that. If you do that in your house, you can do it here. Do you do it in your house?
Yeah, we just had to talk about that yesterday.
Yeah, we had. You know, because I'm trying to do that little, like the newfangled parenting where you let your kids develop as artists and do, you know, but you're going to stop messing my floors up, boy.
Hey, thanks for watching, and look for our afternoon news update around 3 o'clock p.m.